Video is brought to you by Diamond Pacific Tool Corporation. Diamond Pacific is America's favorite diamond tool, wheel, and lapidary machine manufacturers. For nearly half a century, Diamond Pacific has set the industry standard for diamond lapidary equipment. Join the majority of professional lapidaries and choose Diamond Pacific products such as their Nova wheels, Pixie, Genie, and Titan gem makers, as well as their wide selection of other high-quality lapidary diamond products. Check out Diamond Pacific today and find out why they're considered America's premier diamond lapidary tool manufacturers. Alrighty, folks. It's me, Lapidary Dave. We are here at Melbourne Gem Show. Melbourne, Florida. Down south near where my family lives. We're here with our good friend Dee and with Sprightly, who's outside wrestling Dusty. I'm gonna take a look at some cool stuff. It'd be cool to see some Florida material, like the clams and the coral, but don't really know. It looks pretty nice and full. Wasn't expecting that. I don't think we'll see too much rough material because there's not really a lot of that locally in Florida, and anything we do see will probably be from like elsewhere. See some cool ambers over here, some nice opals over here. Let's ask them if we can get an interview. That'd be really cool. All right, Poor Boys Opals. You might have seen them at the Pueblo show in Tucson. They're across from the Dyers. Super kind folks. Barbara and Debbie are here. Kind enough to let us take a look at some of their stuff. Check them out on Facebook. Really high-end stuff. Was not expecting this here at the show in Florida. So the jewelry was in-house. Actually, Miss Barbara here is one of the cutters. She says she prefers to use Nova points over traditional like cabbing wheels, which is really cool because when I think of high-end carvings and contour carving pieces like this, I think of like Diashine or like more higher-end carving tools. But Nova points, they're so affordable. Goes to show it's the craftsperson, right? Not just the high-end tool. At Home on the Ridge. Is this Jim?
Yes. Years ago.
Fantastic. That's a beautiful boulder. So a lot of people haven't seen opal being flint knapped into like arrowheads. You might see like Pulitzer opal or something online. He teaches videos, but these are blades. Wait. Okay, the blade is common opal, but the boulder is the handles from Koroit. Fantastic. Spectacular. No synthetic anything here. Oh, cool. It just makes sense. If you're doing high-end contour carving on opal, might as well get into fire agate. Is all of this American or is it Mexican?
This comes from Arizona.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah, it's not Mexican. It's from Arizona.
Is it?
Bullhead City.
Oh, wow. I mean, it makes sense. If you're good at contour carving, you might as well. That's
Well, Dad didn't cut these stones because they're very difficult to cut.
Yeah.
The miner in Bullhead City carved these.
Incredible. I've never carved any of the American ones. The Mexican ones are quite a bit more affordable.
Yeah.
Bad. Fire opal. The Pueblo show ends a little bit earlier than others, right? By a couple days. The River Park area?
Yeah, but we open early.
Oh.
We're 15 days.
Oh, heck yeah. That's great.
Long time.
Look at this. That's great use of the sandstone. These are really high-end Mexicans. And some more common qualities over here. But the fabrication is stunning.
We're to Australia for her carvings and all. She says, Jim, you go find me a stone that's under $500 and bring it to me, and I'm going to make a carving and tell the people, because they always said I win because my stone is so great. You know, it's a $10,000 stone or a $100,000 stone. So she made that and she won first place.
Fantastic.
Just because, just because. But she asked Jim to go find the stone, you know, a stone that she could carve. So.
Do you mind if I see the back? Fantastic. Great use of the potch.
Yeah,
Adds so much dynamic.
it isn't a quality stone, but that's what she wanted to show that she could count. You know, she could still win first place. Yay!
Congratulations. That's stunning.
Yeah, she was a great. She loved Jim.
Did she learn a lot from Jim?
Oh no, Jim learned a lot from her.
Oh wow!
Because she was she carved. She was a great carver. So we learned a lot from her.
What is your favorite piece here?
Oh, I gotta find my.
Hard to choose, I bet.
No. I got my favorite piece. This is it. Because you can see here, everybody thinks that opals are all one color, but here you see the potch and the red, which would be really valuable if you just had that stone. But now that you got this, I hate saying it lowers the quality of it because you left that there. But to us, that's an art piece. And to me, I like it. I'd rather have it like that than I would with just the black, you know? Red or black. And you can see it's all one piece. We always leave the backs open so that you can see that it's all one piece.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Stunning.
That's a pretty piece. That's my piece. So that's not for sale.
The diamond. Yeah.
I'm not selling.
So, I feel like when people are getting into opals, they're usually buying more affordable parcels and stuff. And so a lot of beginners might see stones that have a lot of blue, because I guess there's colors that are rarer than others. I don't think I've ever seen an all solid green one before. Is that super rare?
Oh, like here you're talking about?
Yeah, those two.
Yeah,
they're incredible, and I'm used.
These are really high end with all the.
I'm used to seeing the solid blues, like something similar to that, but never a solid green. And this is Lightning Ridge.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I hear there's a festival in that area. Is the festival in Lightning Ridge?
Yes, it's in Lightning Ridge. It's in July, and they have tons. This is a really cool piece, and I tell you, it's a really cool piece. It's called the chrome pattern, and see how it changes colors.
Oh wow!
Do you need to put the card with that? Or?
That's all right. Okay, you get it. But you can see it. One direction, it's kind of gray with nothing, and then it turns to fire red to oranges and yellows and greens.
Stunning.
You don't usually they're speckled and not solid color like that.
And so you hear me say it all the time. It's really difficult to find honest and very fair opal dealers like to find folks at Poor Boys Opals, because since there's a lack of opal education in America, people can they're able to get more than something would casually go for elsewhere outside of the United States, because Americans don't really know opals very well. So when you see folks selling affordable rough like this, it's a real treat. Yeah, so you folks are well established in the scene, and
We used to mine. Jim used to mine.
oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, he mined for about 2 years, and he says this is too scary. He says, so now we have people that come and we buy. They bring it to our house and we buy, or to our camp, because
Is this Boulder Opal?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
That's what I thought.
Very good.
Oh, I'm from Australia.
Oh, are you?
I
Where?
lived there 4 years. Outback.
Where?
Alice Springs.
Oh. Would you be?
That's as outback as
I
you
was,
want.
I was driving to Alice
cool.
Springs because we never seen it. I've been there 30 years.
Alice Springs is amazing.
And we were driving and we were listening to the radio, and the radio says, if you're heading towards Alice Springs, don't come. There aren't no more rooms. We go, well, shoot, where are we?
Well,
So we
there's
went back to Cooper Pedy, you know, but there was no rooms at Alice Springs, so I never got to see Alice Springs. And when we went over after that, we were in such a hurry just to get to our camp and start doing opals than to...
Do you go out digging, or do they bring them to you?
Well, we dug for 2 years, and no offense, we just found enough to
It is
make
a
it a little
hard
bit.
business.
And so Jim says, let's just buy. So now we put a sign up and we say buy. So
Yeah, I have some Australian opal at home.
yeah, pretty
And
stuff.
yeah, it is.
Well, it's big
I mean,
difference.
that's my personal
I'm
opinion.
at mine too, but
Yeah.
I have to honor them, So I just feel sorry. This lady comes by and says, I just bought this, and she says, I was taking a bath last night and it lost its color. I said, it'll come back when it dries.
It's a doublet.
So what a mess. But anyway.
Yeah, when I lived there, I
Every single piece in here
Oh, did you? Who?
has color and potential.
Joe,
That's cool because a lot of people just sell their
she
waste.
owns 2 lightning.
I don't think that's what's going on here. I think they are just selling what they don't plan on cutting. I mean, if
in.
they're there, there's probably lots and lots of people
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, keep
I'm holding it up.
offering them
don't do that.
parcels.
Just let it be, because, yeah.
I'm standing on it and it moves.
There you go.
She has 2 Lightning Ridge areas, and then he has one in Mintheby.
Minimi?
Yep.
That's all the way. That's over by Cooper Pedy.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we lived in Lightning Ridge.
That's fantastic. I beg your pardon. When you sell from this, are you selling the whole thing only, or do you do individual pieces by weight?
It's by weight.
What are you doing by weight?
$5 a gram.
Oh, fantastic.
No, the sign's gone.
Oh, well, you got.
That is a killer piece for $5 a gram.
Get out your
And I got my scales right here. She didn't come back and get that stone, did she? No, I got it right here. Got a lady interested in this stuff.
You got what?
A lady that's interested in one of my stuff. I'll set this here. Go ahead and you can put it on in a time.
Thank you, ma'am. There's one in particular. Ran away from me.
Move. Come on. And it's on grams, okay? And there's did she say $5 a gram?
Yeah, that's great. Well, I put it down and can't find it. If it was turquoise, I'd know exactly which one it was because I have an eye for it. I don't have an eye for the opal rough. Let's shake that water off. Tear. Boom. So that's 25. Half of that. 5 times 5.5. 0.5 would be 1250, right? Half of 25 is 1250. So 32?
I did move anything because a lot of people.
25 plus 1250.
You're really struggling there.
Yeah. it's under $40. That's what it is. Awesome. That is a great price. If you got this from one of the larger shows where people are paying $20,000, $30,000 to vend at, you could expect this 3 or 4 times the price.
Yeah. I got some coming, this guy, and he really liked Jim and all, and I asked him if he could send me some rough. And he's sending somebody, won't put a price on it yet. Debbie asked us, he's got to give us a price before I can do it.
Is this a shell?
Get it to me on Monday.
I think it is. Fossil clam. So all of your stuff is really beautiful and high end, and I gotta ask, do you keep a private collection or is everything for sale?
Everything here. No. I got 4 or 5 pieces.
That's awesome, because when you retire, then you'll have something instead of... A lot of people sell everything, and then when we retire, they have to go back, buy their own stuff, or then to start...
Well, I got pieces out there I buy back in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely in a minute. But they ain't going to sell them either, they know.
Awesomeness. Here's some Mexicans.
Looked like Edgar. It did. And I think we had my mom's got one on her necklace. The old man in the mountain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's got the old man in the
Yes. The reason it was brought up is this one opal in here. It looks like Opal's face. Right there.
Yeah.
Can you see your eyes and everything?
Like you said, if you're
No,
doing jewelry,
this is an actual face.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you already, you know...
yeah, I think there's only one jar that's got some rough rubs in there. This one. That most of them are.
Just that one piece of crystal alone right there would pay for that whole jar.
Yeah, and you know, some people understand that, and other people think, "Oh, that's too much money." I'm like,
Well, those are the people that probably wear the Kyocera opals from Walmart, which is fine. To each their own.
Each their own, right?
These are very cool.
Those are beads.
You can't just throw those in a bead mill. Those are probably all cut by hand. That's
I know, I just know I can't sell them.
It's all good.
That's me because I can't sell them.
No. I'm sorry.
But I could probably put them in over there and I'd probably sell them, you know, for $15 each, you know, which might be even more expensive than buying the whole chain, you know.
Yeah, but sometimes people need to have it
Yeah.
in front of them like that if
Yeah, but these are
they don't
600,
understand.
so
those are incredible.
yeah. So
Even though there's a bead, a bezel setting would cover that up. You make 2 rings and you pay for the whole
Nice
strand.
talking to you.
oh, same here. Thank you.
These are fantastic boulders. Did your card say that you folks were from Delray?
No, DeLand.
Oh, cool.
DeLand or Delion Springs.
Will you be at the West Palm Beach show next weekend? Oh, cool. It's a great irony one. That's 3. Here's nice. Some single-sided splits. That's a cool Aboriginal painting there. Made out of Anamuka.
You must have been in the airport?
Yep.
My husband, I'll get it right yet. My brother flew airport.
Well, I fixed them.
Oh, he was stationed in Seoul during the war and everybody. He did it.
Which one?
I was going to say the Vietnam War.
Okay.
But he did the Air Force, and then he would bring them into Las Vegas, people from other countries, and teach them how to fly in Las Vegas. They call it Red Road or something. I was looking at your nickels. Are those tourmalines? Do you know who you got those from?
I got it from Stephen's Jewelry in Pakistan. And he gets from Russian carver, I think he said.
And I know the guy that in Brazil, he owned the tourmaline mines.
They also have quite a few trays of different cabochons and pears, even some carvings. These folks are super talented. I love the book match splits of the boulders. That one's not quite book matched, but it's just, they're both incredible. That one's brilliantly book matched. Ooh, is that a shell? Incredible. Anyway, folks, it's just a small peek at what Poor Boys Opal has to offer. Check them out on Facebook if you saw anything you liked. You want to get some Opal or some rough or some jars or whatnot. The best way to contact them is to ask for Debbie through Facebook. They will be at the West Palm Beach show, and again, they're at the Pueblo show in the main event tent near River Park in Tucson. Check them out. Super kind folks.
That's beautiful.
It's a pretty piece.
From Australia or?
Oh yeah. Right back in my suitcase.
Okay.
Had to go underneath because they consider it a weapon. If you put it on, try to put it on top of the, you know.
The rock? The rock? You were able to get it then.
I got it.
That were still in the rock. That's the kind of stuff.
All right. S&T Unique Designs. Mary Jo and Don Theobald. Don is silversmith instructor at the St. Lucie County Gem and Mineral Club that I just joined. Mary Jo is an awesome artist. I think she runs one of the open shops, maybe Monday or Tuesday or something. Anyway, this is their booth, and I had to take a look at this for $25 each. These are fantastic. Nice sounding. Whatever they stabilized it with is really nice. Great color. The color is 100% natural. It's not dyed or anything. This is Hubei turquoise. I was telling her the story of how a lot of Hubei turquoise was stabilized with wax. I believe it is paraffin wax is what they said. The same way that they stabilized Persian turquoise back in the day. And that wax rots. So I've had stunning pieces of this material just crumble in my hands, especially when you're trying to cut it on a saw. And this is not done that way. These are done really, really nicely. And for $25 each, there's no way you could lose on any of these. This one's fantastic. There's a lot of Chinese turquoise out there. I think they say there's over 200 mines. I don't know if those are all functional. Off the top of my head, from this area, there's Cloud Mountain, Bamboo Mountain, Blue Creek, all kinds of Hubei. Now, folks, if you don't know this, Chinese turquoise can go toe to toe with some of the best American turquoise. I don't care where the turquoise is from. I am all in it to win it for the turquoise game. I'll take that space turquoise. check out Daniel Lopacki. He just did a great 2-part video with Mike Ryan from Turquoise in America, and he shows off the highest end Chinese turquoise. What's really interesting is that when people think of Chinese turquoise, you think cheap Chinese junk. Unfortunately, there's a lot of prejudice that comes from a lot of political stuff, like, oh, the Chinese took our jobs, the turquoise must suck. You know what I mean? No way. And another thing that really hurts the Chinese turquoise is that the block that was made in the 80s looks like good Chinese turquoise. Like, look at this right here. This looks like dyed howlite. You know what I mean? But what it, or the simulant. Well, here's the thing. They were smart and they made the simulant look like good turquoise. Well, so that hurt the material big time. You know, they're gonna make the block look like the best turquoise they can. Well, when the block was made in China, of course they're gonna use high-end Chinese turquoise to simulate it. I mean, this one is a great piece. Definitely a natural piece of turquoise. It is stabilized, but it's I don't think it's dyed. But it looks like a simulant. Daniel, if you check out the videos with Daniel Lopacki, you'll see the super high-end silicated material that's coming from around, I believe, the Manshan mine, which was a tin mine, a Japanese tin mine. Anyway, it looks just like block. It's just so pure. Even the black spiderweb is silicated. So it's just stunning. I have such a deep love for Chinese turquoise. There's a gentleman in Santa Fe who used to work with Lopacki and friends, who would go to China and work with the local geologists there to get some of the highest end turquoise. The stories I've heard directly from him is that after they left, they were imprisoned by the Chinese government, and then I don't think they ever got out, which is really a shame. I don't know if it's because people in power wanted the money that was coming from that or something else, but yeah, if you're ever in Santa Fe, there's a dedicated turquoise store. The gentleman has a gallery underneath of all turquoise. I think it's $35 to go look at the turquoise. It's definitely worth stopping in and checking out the dude's book. I wish I knew his name. Check out my Santa Fe Indian Market 2022 video to get some more information on where that store is in Santa Fe. Definitely worth it if you're ever in New Mexico. These are some equally as awesome smaller pieces. These are great. Mary Jo was showing me a ring someone made out of one of these big ones, and it snapped. It is quite thin. You know, for a big piece. A smaller piece can be thin and not break because not as much leverage. But even if it's cut, you can back the stone after it's made. Usually you have to tighten up the girdle on it to make it nice and flush so that it sits right, and you want your angle on your cabochon to be the right way. But totally worth it to back something instead of being disappointed later down the line and having a break. These are killer, and I had to show these. When I saw these, I instantly thought of Everybody Rocks and Sweet Jim. This is Morgan Hill Poppy Jasper, and Mary Jo got a way better finish than me or Sweet Jim ever did on this material. It is not easy to polish. Some of these cabochons can easily go for over $100 on like eBay and Etsy. The Morgan Hill Poppy, super loved in Southern California. Like many other materials, you can't just go harvest it anymore. That seems to be the way a lot of great material is going, but it's to protect stuff from getting exploited. Anything that makes money, people are going to try to get as much of it as they can before they can't anymore. And everybody wants to be the one and only. This is a killer polychrome piece. I think this is my favorite one. With some green to blue. It's pretty. That is killer. These are kind of cool. I mean, they are very cool, but these are different, I meant to say. Nice, stark girdles. These are most likely cut in America. Or these are probably definitely cut in Hong Kong or India. Doesn't make it bad, they just have a different cutting style. Americans put big, stark girdles on their cabochons, if they put one at all. Where something like this one is most likely, no, this is done by hand. I was going to say tumble polish, but you can see the way it shines. It was flat lapped, so they most likely flat lapped off dopping wax. So not much of a girdle there, but very nicely done. Great polish. A lot of affordable cabochons, what they do is they shape it on a grinding wheel, then they put it in a tumbler, and so on the backs of some more affordable cabochons, you'll see like the scratches from the saw mark, like you might see on this piece here. But it'll be highly polished because it got polished during the tumbling process. Anyway, super cool to see this material outside of Southern California. Mary Jo, you got great taste and a great eye. Oh, look at that. Boom!
Carnelian and the poppy jasper.
That looks great.
Yeah, it's
great design too.
That was from 2019, so that guy's long gone.
There's another staple, Picasso.
The wrong button.
From Utah, I believe. Anyway. Oh, here's another piece of the Morgan Hill. Very cool.